Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. GM is told to get ready for bankruptcy, musical chairs in the automotive design community, and SAIC would like to buy Vauxhall. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, April 13th, 2009, and now the news. The New York Times says the Obama administration is telling GM to prepare the paperwork for a quick bankruptcy. It wants a new GM created with all the good brands, facilities, and operations. Everything else would be left in the old GM, including healthcare obligations. The U.S. government would provide up to $7 billion to take the new GM through bankruptcy. It would fork out up to $70 billion to liquidate the old GM, including paying the healthcare bill. The Times also says that GM's pension plan poses a problem if it gets dropped in the government's lap. GM's pension plan is $13.5 billion underfunded, and that could financially break the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, the government agency that backs up pensions. And the Times says the government gave Delphi until Friday to come up with a plan over GM support for the supplier. Failing that, Delphi would be forced into liquidation, and the government would help GM buy those Delphi operations that it needs. Chinese automaker SAIC is reportedly interested in acquiring Vauxhall from General Motors. According to Gasgoo.com, SAIC requested a sale document from GM and the German bank Commerzbank. Commerzbank is trying to establish a new subsidiary of Vauxhall and Opel, with GM potentially retaining a minority interest. Toyota's operating loss for this fiscal year could hit $5 billion. That's the consensus of 19 analysts who follow Toyota, Reuters reports. Toyota has said it will lose $4 billion. Say, what's going on in the automotive design world? Franz von Holzhausen quit Mazda last year to join Tesla. Joel Piaskowski jumped from Hyundai to Mercedes. Chris Bangle retired from BMW. Steve Matten, Volvo's chief designer, quit, only to be replaced by Peter Horbury from Ford North America. Now, Lorenz van den Acker, Mazda's top designer, resigned and is moving to Renault. Talk about musical chairs, especially at Mazda. Driving your colorful life. That's Chinese automaker Great Wall's tagline. And Autoblog reports Great Wall is going to unveil a swoopy four-door concept at the Shanghai Auto Show called the CHC011. Kind of looks like a mishmash of Mazda 3 and 6 design elements with a roofline that's kind of like a Mercedes CLS. No announcements have been made as to when it will join the Sailor, the Safe, or the Deer, which are the other names of the models in the company's lineup. Coming up next, a look at Audi's redesigned sports sedan, the S4. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Since it first came out, Audi's S4 has been a benchmark in the performance sedan segment. Following the recent redesign on the standard A4, the company overhauled the S model for 2010. But because of the global economic crisis, Audi made one major change to the car that seems like a big step backwards at first. The S4 is built on the same foundation as the new A4, making it a little wider, a little longer, which gives it more interior room. Outside, the new S4 gets aluminum color side view mirrors and 18-inch wheels. 19s are optional. A subtle rear deck spoiler is integrated into the deck lid, while quadruple exhaust tips hint at the car's performance. The biggest news is under the hood. Today's version is powered by a 340 horsepower V8, but instead of relying on cubic inches, the 2010 model gets a smaller supercharged V6. Compared to the V8, it's down 7 horses at 333, but it makes up for that with 23 more pound-feet of torque. Audi says it has enough power to move the car from 0 to 60 in only 5.1 seconds. It gets a 6-speed manual transmission or a dual-clutch automatic called S-Tronic. It has 7 speeds and ties in with Audi's Drive Select system that lets you adjust the ride firmness, throttle response, and steering feel. Quattro all-wheel drive is standard. The S4 goes on sale in Europe this spring with a base price of about 51,000 euros. It'll be offered in both sedan and Avant body styles, but only the four-door will make it to North America when it goes on sale this fall. In the end, less is more. Enthusiasts will be sad to see the V8 go, but the new supercharged 6 should deliver the same performance with 27% higher fuel economy. That translates into 24 miles per gallon on the highway, which is a major step forward. And that's it for today's show, except for announcing the winner of last week's trivia contest. We challenge you to tell us what the letters in Mitsubishi's I, My EV electric vehicle stand for, and as most of you correctly responded, the answer is either Mitsubishi in-wheel motor electric vehicle or Mitsubishi innovative electric vehicle. As always, my crack team has randomly selected today's winner from the pool of correct responses. Pookie already gave me the envelope, and the winner is Jan Jedrich of Stafford, Virginia. Congratulations, Jan, you've just won a leather Cutter and Buck organizer branded with the Mitsubishi logo. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Don't forget you can get podcasts, transcripts, and a lot more at our website, AutolineDaily.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.